So I wanted to do a video on the differences between infrared sauna and traditional sauna, and do you get like the same benefits if you like jump in a hot tub. So there's been a lot of misconceptions recently, and a lot of people actually think that because traditional saunas actually go to a higher temperature, that maybe somehow they're better than infrared saunas. But there's some key things that we need to really understand here. Is number one, it's not necessarily about how hot the room gets, it's about how hot you get, right? So yes, traditional saunas go to a higher temperature than infrared, right? But it's different how it's heating you. So traditional sauna is convection heat. It has to heat the air, and that doesn't heat you as deep. It primarily is heating the skin. Whereas infrared is an electromagnetic wave, right? It's radiation. And so it's literally getting deep into your tissues. Particularly, right, full spectrum is probably the best because you get the near, the medium, and the far infrared waves. And they can heat you deeper than a traditional sauna. And they also have additional benefits than simply just boosting core body temperature. The actual infrared rays, right? Like we get 40% of the radiation from the sun is infrared spectrum. So there are benefits to infrared. Like our mitochondria literally has photoreceptors for infrared frequencies. So it goes to show you that we've evolved, right, with sunlight for millions of years. And so our body is almost like a battery, and we have these receptors for infrared on our skin and in our cells and our mitochondria. Now, infrared also seems to heat you longer after the session. So basically when you go into a traditional sauna, once you go out, your body cools down pretty quickly. But the bioresonance from infrared seems to heat the body much longer. And I've noticed this myself, like in an infrared sauna, my body stays warm for a long time. Whereas if like I get out of a traditional sauna, I'm cool pretty quickly. So you can feel the difference. Now, the other advantage of infrared, besides heating you deeper, besides heating you longer, is again the radiation, but also it seems to directly increase endothelial nitric oxide synthase beyond even the increase in your core body temperature. So infrared seems to be the best sauna in my opinion. Even if you look at the clinical studies too, in patients with heart failure, infrared sauna was tested and helped with lowering arrhythmias and improving blood vessel health. It's been shown to help with people who have risk factors for coronary heart disease. It's even been shown to help hemodialysis patients. So infrared probably has a little more clinical evidence too, in regards to helping patients with those type of disease states. And again, it's not about how high or how hot the air temperature gets. It's about how hot you get. And that's important too, because I've had a lot of questions. Well, what if I jump in, go into a hot tub? Well, where does the virus initially infect you and replicate? In the nasal passages, right? In the sinuses, in your mouth. You're not heating up those areas and releasing heat shock proteins in those areas in a hot tub. Unless you submerge yourself but you're not going to really do that. So again, it's about what parts of the body are being heated up, how deep that heat goes, how long it lasts, even outside of the sauna session, and then the additional benefits of just getting the infrared spectrum itself are going to be above and beyond just a traditional sauna.